Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Anur Awal, second year student of English Education Department, Class A of 2023, Tarbiyah and Education Faculty at Alauddin State Islamic University of Makassar. Today, I would like to discuss some questions as assignment test of morphology and syntax course. So, I will answer some questions. My discussion topic is about inflections of adjectives in comparison, inflections of verbs, and word formation. First, yes, I do. Inflection that occurs in adjectives is usually used to express grammatical function of comparison. For examples, John is stronger than me and Adam is the fastest runner in the class. B. No, it does not. Inflections on adjectives only occur in comparative and superlative form of comparison, and not in positive. For examples, in the comparative form of comparison, such as Leah is prettier than her, while in superlative, such as Eve is the smartest student in the class. C. The inflections of higher degree comparison adding the er suffix and highest degree of comparison adding the est suffix only take place in adjective of one or two syllables. When the adjectives end in silent e, the silent e should be dropped before adding the suffixes, such as wise, wiser, wisest. When ending in y, by substituting y for I before adding the suffixes such as happy, happier, happiest. When have a short vowel and end in a single consonant by doubling the final consonant before adding the suffixes such as big, bigger, biggest. D. Inflections on nouns. First, as in teachers, 2 as in educators, 3 as in ideas, 4 as in innovations, 5 as in plans, 6 as in events, 7 as in resources, 8 as in steps, 9 as in opportunities, 10 apostrophe s in words. Inflections on adjectives. First, largest, second, latest. The grammatical functions of inflection to the nouns by referring to the rule for regular pluralization is changing the meaning of a singular noun into a plural noun, and for position is formed to show the expression of ownership. Also, to the adjectives by referring the rules for superlative is indicating the highest quality in the noun. Inflections on nouns number 1 to 8 by adding suffix s based on rule number 1. Number 9 by changing the y into I because the letter before the y is consonant before adding suffix s based on rule number 4. Number 10 by adding suffix apostrophe s based on rule part A. Inflections on adjectives number 1 and 2 by adding suffix est based on first rule. F. Inflection on verbs refers to the process of adding inflectional morpheme or suffixes to verbs which is aimed at modifying the verb's tense, aspect, and voice. For examples, adding suffix s to third-person singular subject to indicate an action which regularly occurs in present time, such as the baby falls asleep easily or happening right now, such as Anissa loves you. G. Aspect may be defined as the duration of an action in particular tense. For types such as simple is the default of tenses such as he washes my car. Progressive is used to express ongoing or incomplete actions at a specific period of time in the present, such as they are working through the holiday break, or past, such as I was sleeping in my room when you came. Both are formed with auxiliary verb to be in present form, am is are for the present, to be in the past form was were for the past, plus present participle suffix ing. Perfect is used to indicate a perfected or finished action without telling an indefinite time, occurring in the present, such as she has walked 3 miles, or past, such as I had studied English for 3 years before I moved to USA. Both are used past participle, suffix ed or d. Perfect progressive is used for expressing an event which began in the past and extended either to a specific time in the present, such as we have been waiting here for 15 minutes, or past, such as he had been working at the company before it closed down last year. Both use been participle of be and present participle. All four are formed with auxiliary verbs such as have, are, you, we, and they, and has, she, he, and it for the present, and had for the past. G. Word formation may be defined as a process of forming words by using morpheme that has an impact on changing meaning and word class. Two types, such as productive word formation, refers to the process of forming words which are frequently used to create new words in a language, include compounding and derivation. For examples, in compounding, blacklist defines as a list of some things that are considered as unacceptable that should be avoided, while in derivation, player defines as a person taking part in a sport or game, and less productive word formation refers to the process of forming words which are uncommonly used to create other words in English include coinage, borrowing, blending, clipping, backformation, conversion, and acronyms. For example, in coinage, Google from the name of company to use internet to search and to obtain information. I think that's all I can explain. I would like to thank my esteemed lecturer, Mr. Dr. Kaharuddin S. IPM Hume, as a lecturer in Morphology and Syntax course, who has written a book entitled Linguistics, Basic Theory and Roles in English Language Teachings, which supports the material in this video. I also want to thank everyone who has watched until this minute. See you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.